Welcome to the Travel Because You Can podcast. I'm Darci Murray, and this is...
I'm Christal Bauer.
And together we've been in travel for, well over 50 years. So we've got...
it's like half a century.
Half a century. So we have so many stories to tell.
And people to meet. We want to share our love of travel with you.
Okay, are we ready?
We are rolling.
Welcome to the Travel Because You Can podcast episode
2.
Woo! I'm Darci Murray.
And I'm Christal Bauer.
And today we're talking about event travel.
Yeah.
Because
being in Vancouver,
yeah,
we are surrounded with probably one of the greatest events going on worldwide. Yeah. World Cup
because
happening.
FIFA's here. Yay!
FIFA is here. I'll be the first one to admit that I was not really a huge soccer fan. Because I am I am from Canada. I did play soccer when I was a kid. But I'm a baseball fan, so true Blue Jay fan, through the good, the bad, the ugly. True baseball. But we have Catherine in our office. Our office manager is probably the biggest FIFA football soccer fan out there. And in our lunchroom, we've had all the games on. We've been doing everything we can to celebrate Canada and how well they did, which was way better than we thought they would do getting to round 16. But this is such a world event that I feel we've been hearing about it, right? For 18 months, the preparation. But I don't know about you, but it just really didn't resonate with me. I didn't quite understand why this was going to be so cool. But watching these games and watching the footage from the cities where it's being held, whether it's Vancouver or Seattle or Los Angeles or Dallas or Houston or Miami or New York or Philadelphia or Boston, like all of these different cities, and Toronto, of course, we probably should mention Toronto, but just how the city has come alive, and the people visiting from all around the world and being just so proud to represent the countries that they're from or their families from, or just being a Messi fan.
See, now,
right?
You've been downtown. I have to say, I've been
busy.
And
we'll learn about
we'll
why you were busy.
talk about that, why I haven't been here. But you've been downtown and you've experienced the energy, right?
It was crazy. The energy was amazing. We went down to Granville Street, if you're from Vancouver, one of the main streets downtown. And it's all, no cars, or in the bars and the restaurants have extended out onto the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like super cool. 5 blocks.
Yeah,
souvenirs,
I had no idea.
Street performers. It's a really great vibe. And Jay, who was down there, he loves Al Jazeera radio. So they were actually interviewing all the Egypt fans, and he's like, I've never seen Al Jazeera in real life, and there's a reporter, and it was just really showcasing not only Vancouver and the cities, but bringing so many people together. And it was just electrifying. So we still have a little bit of time with World Cup. If you're lucky enough to be in a city that is hosting some of the games, you don't even have to get a ticket. Tickets are crazy. Thousands and thousands of dollars. But just go to the fan zones. Just go and talk to people. And it's just amazing. And I think people will want to travel here because of it. Anyways.
Because they got a taste of it.
It's
like, oh, I went to Vancouver for this, but I want to go back.
I think so.
There was the Stanley Park that I never even ventured to, or,
right?
Like Whistler apparently is, so close, but we never had time for that. So they get a taste, and that works with cruises too. I mean,
sure.
Oh my gosh, cruise people come in.
They come in, or they see Vancouver, or they come, or any part. And they're like, oh, the best feeling, and maybe the worst feeling, but when you leave a port on a cruise thinking, wow, I need to come back here, right? I didn't get to see this. I should have come a day earlier.
2 days earlier to experience,
right?
Rather than jumping right on the ship.
Yeah, I wonder how many lifetime friends are going to be made between people from other countries because of World Cup, whether they're sitting next to each other or, having a cheersing moment with someone, just celebrating a like-minded event. I think it's just the best. And we've got to keep these events going. We've got to keep Olympics. We've got to keep World Cup. We've got to keep these unifying events because that really, really leads to travel and curiosity. I just loved it. Loved it. I am watching games. I don't know, I haven't bought the jersey yet, but I'm just thrilled by the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that's my excitement over
What
the
else
World
have you
Cup.
traveled for, Christal? Like an event?
Yeah.
Like, have you gone to a faraway destination to see a concert? Because that's another thing that people travel for.
They
is
do
concerts.
festivals, right?
Yeah.
Are so big right now. I personally haven't. I would like to. Like, I would do something as simple as, the Luke Bryan festival down in Playa. Like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's Country Music Festival in Playa. But no, a lot of people travel just exactly for what you're saying, for music events, for sporting events. I mean, we could talk about Las Vegas all day and how it's just transforming itself as a sports destination. I don't know about you guys if you're hockey fans, but I know that going to a Canucks game here is, well, maybe not from last season, but it used to be incredibly.
Where are you going with this?
Well, but do you remember how expensive Canucks tickets used to be to
Yes.
get? So just a regular Wednesday night game playing who knows who, they were hundreds of dollars. And it was a very expensive night. People are traveling to Phoenix, they're traveling to Las Vegas, making a whole trip of it and seeing the
To follow
Canucks
their team.
to follow their team on the road, because in some cases you can get a whole trip for
The cost
of what it would be at home. And, and I think that's just such a brilliant thing that Las Vegas has done, is just, we're going to have they're going to have a baseball team. They're going to have a football team. They're going to have, a hockey team. They're going to have everywhere. Like, every sport is going to be within a 10-block radius.
Yeah. And the events that they're coming up with too, like there's solstice travel.
Oh,
now.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I mean, a lot of the cruise lines will have like different like celebrities or somebody on board. Themed. That's the word I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
Right? To make an event out of it. So
yeah,
it's something to think about. Like, just follow your artist or follow, and the different things that come up. Right?
And absolutely. And you see the artist, you get to interact with the artist. I know Jay keeps threatening that we're going on a Kiss cruise. I'm like, I don't think so.
Kiss is cruising now.
Kiss does it every year.
Really?
A cruise.
What cruise line?
I think it's NCL. It's probably Norwegian.
Oh my word! I did not know that.
What's super cool though is I have a girlfriend. Her name's Heather, and Heather travels for New Kids, anywhere they are, wherever they are, fan forever. New Kids on the Block is like her jam. But what she says, not to quote her, but she says probably the best part about these festivals or traveling following a band is the like-minded people that you meet.
Isn't that funny? The
right?
Like-minded people. We're going to talk a lot about like-minded people.
Yeah, because you want to hang out with people that have things in common with you, especially when you're traveling, right? So yeah, definitely traveling. And I mean destinations too that have more than just the destination, such as maybe a Nashville or I seem to be very US heavy right now with the examples that I'm giving. But again, let's do whale watching in the Baja of Mexico. Again, like-minded people. Let's go see.
I just did that, by the way.
Did you? Oh, so good. Well,
in April.
Did you see the pictures? There's like gray whales at the White Rock Pier.
I did see that.
Oh,
but yeah, you know what? I want to talk about whale watching for a second.
Yeah, do it.
Because I was down in Mexico, and it was suggested to me that I do this whale watching activity, and I was like, honestly, I have to say, I was like, I could have done this at home, right? Like,
no, of course.
But I'm like, okay, they want me to go. I'll go because I was invited to go. And I was like thinking that I'd have binoculars out and I'd be looking way, way, way across the water to see
a little spout.
And I was like, this is just going to be boring.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you a lie, is what I thought whale watching would be.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I was so incredibly wrong. It was probably one of the best days of my life. And I was by myself. This is a solo trip that I was on.
Yep.
And I'm on this whale watching boat. And There's nothing pretty about it, let me tell you that, because we were drenched. We were absolutely drenched. We are speeding to keep up with these whales, and this whale is, like, literally beside us, just smacking down, right? Like, over and over and over again. I mean, we were
Wow.
probably on the water for 90 minutes, and the whale was right beside us for, I would say, 75 of those minutes. It
Ah,
was
wow.
crazy. Like, my camera was soaked, like, I couldn't, and of course, I ran out of space. Like, that always happens to me. I ran out of space, and then anyway, doesn't matter. I was still there.
Yep.
I got some photos, and I was drenched beyond belief. Everybody. We were laughing so hard we could not contain ourselves, and it was like this way, that way. It was extremely
It's
full sensory
Yeah, it's amazing.
experience.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. When wildlife adds to the, adventure is always a gift, I find. I did a whale watching, which again, I was kicking and streaming, not wanting to go also, when I was hosting a Holland America cruise for Ensemble.
Okay.
And when you go on a hosted sailing with Ensemble, you get a free shore excursion. So I was the host, so I had to take these people on this whale watching it, event.
And you're thinking
And
you're gonna have to fake it
and
till you
I'm
make it the whole
yeah, I'm
time,
thinking,
but
"Oh god." And in British Columbia, we have, and I think other places in the world, we have just such laws about how close we can get to the whales and how we have to be super, super, you know, uninvasive or non-invasive, like, we just have
non-invasive.
to be really, really careful. And so we happened upon a pod of orcas, and our captain is literally doing everything that our captain can do to get away from this pod of orchids because they can get fined like huge. And so he's going this way, and the orchids are bound and determined to hang out with us. And there's a whole family, little tiny ones, medium-sized ones, and we're running away from the orcas, and the orcas are watching humans. So I really feel it was a human watching tour for the orcas, unlike the whale watching tour for us. But we were so worried. We're like, "Oh my god, they're like, we can't be this close," but we're taking these great photos, and it was one, again, like you said, one of the best days of my life. And,
So you know what's really funny is we're not supposed to talk about whale watching
I know, and
today.
here we are.
It's
Not on the
totally not
list.
on our agenda.
Oh. Well, I
We
mean,
went from FIFA to whales just like that.
how did we do that? I don't know,
Because
just
that's what
that's fine.
travel does.
That is
You
what
get
travel does.
travel just gets you on that. But I have a story that
Right,
I can totally
you
relate to that. And like again, if you hang out with like-minded people, like the conversation is just nonstop when you start sharing travel stories, right? So
you're
what
so
were we
right.
supposed to talk about
I think
today?
we're gonna talk about your latest adventure, which we
There
talked
were no
about.
whales there. There
What?
were no whales in Spain, and that's where I just was. So
Yeah.
yeah, we were going to talk about FIFA and then roll into why I was not in Vancouver to see FIFA. And that's because I was in Spain leading or hosting a group. Yes, hosting. That's a key
That's
word that we're
different,
going to
right,
talk about in
yeah.
a second. We're going to totally tell the difference between guiding and hosting in a moment. But I was hosting a group on the El Camino in Spain. So
Wow.
let me tell you, this host
Yep.
that being me, not prepared, totally not prepared.
Isn't
Yeah.
that always the way, though? Like, we
Holy
prepare our
smokes.
travelers, our clients, and make sure that they've got everything tickety boo,
Mhm.
and then we kind of forget about ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm 53 years old. Okay. I'm like, I go to the gym. I'm in pretty good shape. Like, I
Yeah.
got this. No big deal. The people that are on my tour, they're most of them were quite a bit older than me, right? We had,
Mhm.
from me being 53 all the way up to, I believe, 77. So quite a different age demographic there. Yeah. And
Wow.
I'm thinking I've got
You think you're
my
gonna be
crap.
leading.
Oh, I think I
You were
got
gonna be
this.
like, "Let's go, people. Catch up, catch up." You were sitting on the bench waiting for them.
Totally not. I'm like, they've got poles. Okay, well, I'm younger. I don't
I
need
don't need
poles.
poles.
This is just gonna be a walk in the park.
You could do this in flip-flops.
I did do a lot in flip-flops. I'll get to that in a second. But I was so naive on day one. I was like, okay, people, 23 per kilometers. It's just like a couple of rounds of golf. That
Oh, that's a good
actually
analogy.
that came out of my mouth. Like, it's just gonna be like a couple of rounds of golf. It was not like a yeah, that final 7 kilometers, I am out of water, people. I'm out of water. My feet are sore. I've definitely got my first blister rolling on day 1,
Mm,
and I do switch to the flip-flops. So,
there you
yeah,
go.
we're gonna talk about what would go in Stella. My flip-flops saved my day, like,
Wow.
on numerous, numerous days. But, yeah.
So tell us. I know.
What is the
What
Camino?
is it?
Yeah,
Like, I
exactly.
mean, tell me
It's one of those things that,
more.
like, people have probably heard about the Camino. Nobody really knows what the Camino is. Have you seen The Way with Martin Sheen and Emilio
I
Estevez?
have not, but you said it was a really great movie.
It's a great movie,
Yeah.
and actually the tourism that is boosted in Spain and Santiago de Compostela is
Oh, that was
yeah,
a
I
mouthful.
know. Yeah, I know.
That's good.
It really grew because of that movie. But what it is you have to go back,
Okay.
like all the way back, like to
Like,
because it's a pilgrimage, right? So Jesus had 12 disciples. Okay. One of them, his name was James, and he was one of Jesus's favorites. This is what I learned. This is
okay,
not
I
what I
love it.
knew before I went away. This
Okay.
is what I learned. And let backtrack a little bit. Really grateful that we went a couple of days early and learned the bloody history of what we were doing, right? We didn't just jump right into the walk. We did do a day tour that educated us
which is
about
so
what was
good
going so
because it kind
smart.
of gave you a little bit of
Mhm.
purpose and a
Mhm.
little bit of whose like footsteps are you walking in.
Exactly. And like we toured the church and all that kind of stuff. So Jesus
Okay.
has 12 disciples. One of them is James, and James was one of his favorite. Okay. So Jesus dies. James goes to preach the word of Jesus in Spain, in
Okay.
the northern part of Spain. Okay. And then he dies. Okay. He's actually shipped off to Jerusalem and beheaded, if you want like the whole
Ooh.
gruesome details. But his body comes back to Spain. Okay. And they build this church, the Santiago de Compostela. Oh my word. Can we look it up? I looked it up before we started this episode, and I just
I
going to
think it's
butcher it.
good.
Santiago de Compostela. Okay. And they built this church around St. James. Now, everybody knows that his body is there. And don't forget, he's one of Jesus's favorite disciples. So they all start walking to this church from numerous different destinations. So they're walking from the UK, they're walking from Portugal, they're walking from
Wow.
France. They're all going to the same destination. And one of the symbols of the El Camino is this, which nobody can see because you're probably, or maybe you're watching, but this is a scallop shell. Okay. So here is what they say is the church, and here are all the different ways. So there's all these different pathways to the same destination. So when you're seeing these backpackers, they've all got their scallop shells attached to their backpack. We did not carry our own stuff. We did the bougie El Camino.
Okay.
Where somebody carried our bags from
Oh, thank goodness,
destination A
right?
to B. Oh yeah, and I still complain.
Could you imagine?
And I'm still complaining.
I would complain. I wouldn't have done it. So again, you know what? You win. You win this round of events. I was like having a cocktail on Granville Street watching a soccer game with like,
Yeah. So
but you're winning.
That's my shell.
That's a really good story. I'm always going to think of that story when I see a scallop.
And now I have a Christmas tree decoration because I get Christmas tree decorations from everywhere I go. So now this is going to be my Christmas tree decoration.
That's cool.
But I was hosting a group of alcohol-free travelers because I own Hooked Alcohol-Free Travel.
Right.
We had a group of 10. Okay.
Now, did they come to you and say, we would like to do this Camino, or did you say we should do this, or was it like a combination of both?
I'd seen people doing it. It's a self-discovery journey. It really aligns with Hooked because Hooked is about self-discovery and travel. So it combines those two things. And then, healthy living, like doing a significant walk.
Right.
Walk was 114 kilometers in total.
Wow. You should say that again.
114.
How many miles is that? Do we know?
But that's nothing. We did the cheaters version. There's like an 800-kilometer walk that people do for like 6 weeks. They do what I did for 5 days consecutively for 6 weeks.
Oh,
It's crazy. And they're carrying their packs.
yeah. Those are overachievers.
I'm getting hot just talking about it.
Yeah, overachievers. There's no need for that. No need for them. But my hat goes off to them. 800 miles for 6 weeks.
Kilometers.
Or kilometers.
But
wow.
people don't do it now for the pilgrimage aspect. Like we're talking that I gave you the history of like how it
Mm,
started, but now you're out there, you're meeting people from all walks of life, and they're out there to disconnect from their phones. They're out there to do a little bit of self-discovery and reflection. They're out there to meet people from all over the world that are like-minded
yep,
because they're
of
all
course.
on the same path to the same destination. And it's
Yeah.
really quite something.
Huh. Did you
And
have, like, good conversation with people that
I
did
did.
you?
Yeah,
Wow,
I did.
I love that.
Probably not as much as most people
Yeah?
because I was
You
hosting a
were
group.
worried not worried, but you were just
Yeah,
looking after your people.
I did have my own peeps to,
I love that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. But then, like, to slow down, right? Like I was telling you, like, there was one day all I had to do was buy socks. It's like, okay, my mission for the day is to buy socks. And you know me, I'm
Yeah,
a mom of
you
4 boys. I'm like, for me to calm down to a point where
the
all I
only
have to do today is buy socks. That's quite something.
was this a walking day or this was
This
not a
was a
this was
walking day.
so you had to walk.
Yeah, and find a
And
store that sold
so when you're
socks.
walking this trail, can you walk and then, oh, let's go have lunch, and you
Yep.
just all stop and have lunch and then start walking
Yeah,
again. So
there's
it's like a part of the journey, not just the walk. Like you get to experience where you're walking through and
the scenery is
yeah, I saw
outstanding.
some of your pictures.
It's
They
like
looked amazing.
rolling hills of yeah, I would say it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And there's like little coffee places and they're all, privately owned and it's a
It's so
lovely,
cool.
lovely slow down experience in life
I love it.
for sure.
No, I love it. Would you go back and do more?
I would. I
Yeah.
would. I don't have any inkling to do the whole thing at once,
Right?
but I would love to like complete it by the time I'm 65, do 200 here, do
Hmm.
150 here, whatever. And there's different ways, as I showed you on my scallop shell. Like there's a
Hmm.
Portugal way, there's the France way, and
Oh.
but I think yeah, I really enjoyed the slowing down part. I'd love to do a portion with each of my kids, and at the end, so we'll talk about the end. So
Yeah.
I had brought my socks, but we don't need to see my socks.
Oh, I want to see them.
Oh my,
Let's see your socks. Come on.
they're so cute. They have the way on it. So the arrows. So all you're really doing is following yellow arrows. So I got an arrow on my neck now, which I'm so glad I bought because it was like I saw it the first day and I
It's
never
cute.
saw it again. So I have my arrow. This is the way, and then I've got arrows on my socks. And if you look at the social media, it's like we're literally just following arrows. Like that's all we do all day is like follow these arrows. And then
Did everyone walk the same direction?
you have to walk.
You have to
There's
walk.
only
You
one
can't.
path.
You can't go. So everyone is going from this
You can't
to
screw
there,
up. There's a yellow arrow going this way.
but no one comes this way.
No,
Huh.
no, because they're all going to the church. Don't forget, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So good.
So
Okay.
cool, right? And then at the end, if you walk a minimum of I think 110 kilometers, you get a certificate. So now I've got my certificate saying that I am a official El Camino walker.
That's super cool.
Super cool.
Like that's the
right?
best souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
I
love
don't know
it.
what I'm going to do with it yet.
You can put it in your office.
And then also you stamp. You're like a little kid. Like in order to get your certificate, you need to have proof that you did it. So they want to see stamps that you've got like at least like
Oh my goodness! Look
2
at that.
stamps from each place that you visited. So yeah, they're like it's
What?
like an El Camino passport.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So
Cool.
they take it very seriously. If you don't have your stamps, you're not getting your certificate,
Huh. It's like my passport.
right?
Take good pride in my passport and my stamps and my passport.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's super fun. Are there like lineups to get these stamps or
No, you can
just
get it from like I stopped here to get coffee, so I'll get a
Oh,
stamp.
cool.
And you need a stamp from every hotel, or they're not even hotels. They're not
They're
hotels.
not they're little hostels.
Yeah. Well, don't forget we were on the bougie version, so we had our own private bathrooms and no
Okay.
aircon, but
Oh.
very clean. And I had a private. Yeah, it was like a lower end hotel, but
Okay.
a lot of people would stay in like hostels
Yeah.
where 12 bunk beds in a room and away you go.
Oh, this trip is just getting better and better. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
No,
I
but
know
it's
it's
amazing. It's totally amazing. And I am so proud of you for doing that. I think that is just and I mean, again, those are the experience that travel gives you,
And it was such
right?
a different hosting experience because
Oh, yeah.
I've hosted a lot of groups, right? And I'm used to getting a lot of accolades and like, oh, this is beautiful, great day, great planning, Darcy, all those things
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
get, right? And here it's like, where are they? Like, I arrived an hour and a half ago. Where are they? Right. And then like your guests are rolling up the hill and they just look like they lost the Survivor episode and the immunity challenge and their will to live. And they've got their walking poles. And I didn't look any different. I struggled just as much as the next person, right? But it is such a different hosting experience. But nobody was like ever
This is the best day ever.
no, they were never that, but they were never, I wish I didn't do this.
Okay, good.
Right?
So no one quit. Everyone did
Nobody
it.
quit. Everybody walked through their blisters and everybody, Achilles problems and food problems and tummy problems and then they had that sense of like pride at the end and every single person that was on the tour would do it again.
I get that. That's so
So
good.
as much as I'm saying, wow, it was kind of hard.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth it. And absolutely 100% I would do it again.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So are there other trails like this around the world or is it just this area? Obviously for this pilgrimage.
The Spain one is pretty popular.
Is it?
But there are ones that I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I did hear about them as I was on the journey. We kind of have one right here. The West Coast Trail is...
You're not going to believe this. I did the West Coast Trail. Yeah.
Shut up. Really?
I did.
Oh my gosh, really?
I did. When
There's
I was
a waiting list for that.
I was in grade 10. I didn't know any better.
I don't think there was a waiting list then either.
My teacher, yeah. So, little scoop, but I think my teachers were having an affair.
Oh, dear.
And so they decided
we're getting juicy on the Travel Because You Can podcast.
Yes, they were. They were. They were. Because we could tell at 15 years old.
Moving tents?
There were moving tents. We knew. Anyways. Yeah, that was crazy.
Off?
No. So funny.
On here.
But yeah, we did it in grade 10 for our Rec 10 class.
Isn't
we
it
literally
like 2 weeks long or something?
No, I think it took us like 7 days.
So you did a portion of it.
No, I think we did the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did the thing over the creeks and buying the crabs from First Nation people. We did the ladders. We did it all. It was insane. I can't even, like, we had one guy burn his foot, so he had to be carried the whole time. Like, it was crazy for like, I don't think they do it anymore, but it was insane. But I understand that feeling when you finally come out of the West Coast trail. It's this big grass field, and you are like, dang.
You're running like The Sound of Music.
Right?
Everything's like...
To McDonald's to get a cheeseburger because we were starving. We had to carry everything. Like, this was back in the day with those big, heavy aluminum packs that you bought like at Army and Navy. Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear is right. Yeah. So I get it, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they had, as a host, you're sharing that aha feeling. There's nothing boring. Like, you haven't been to the destination before, right? So you're having the same sense of elation as like the people on your tour. And then typically, like if it's a history place, like you're going to have a guide there as well. So there will be a guide portion that's sharing the history. And then you have your host who is like facilitating a group of like-minded people.
Right.
Typically.
Not losing anyone.
Yeah.
Or making sure that everyone's okay.
Exactly.
Making sure that they're in the lobby at the right time and all of those things.
Taking care of dietary things or, making sure that, the rooms are done and facilitating any Wi-Fi problems or anything that may come up. You've got that friendly face that's going to help you through it, right?
No, absolutely.
And dinners, facilitating dinners, making sure that people aren't alone. Because
that's a big thing,
that's
right?
I think the biggest thing. Like I know when I put my groups together, like here, there's always a WhatsApp group and you can always get hold of me and you're never alone because I think that, a lot of us, our core fear is being alone. I know it is for me.
Oh,
right.
Especially in a destination that you're not comfortable with, right? And sitting and having dinner by yourself can be daunting.
For sure.
I think.
And Anxiety, like, I've traveled with some very anxious travelers.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Traveling can do that to you.
mhm.
And again, having that host, having that person that just gives that calmness to the whole experience is super valuable. And it's kind of
It
a
is.
really great opportunity for agents, being able to host trips because most of the time when you're hosting, you're going complimentary.
Mhm.
So, it's a great way to travel to places that you want to go,
Yeah, and on
right?
our website, we have,
Yeah.
like, our group departure page, which will be, like, hosted cruises or hosted tours, and if you're ever thinking about joining a
Yeah. Have
group
a
and
look.
wanna have a host on board, then, yeah, that's one way to find
Especially
out where they are.
solo, right? Like solo travelers or travelers that maybe are just not, they could be really experienced travelers, but maybe they've never cruised in Asia. Maybe they've never done the South Pacific. And just having that, I don't know, that constant, I think that expert there with you can definitely be comforting.
For sure.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So
It's
so
good. It's good.
Crystal, after
Yeah.
today's episode talking about FIFA,
Oh,
okay,
FIFA. Yeah.
and event travel in general, what would you pack in Miss Stella Noble?
Oh, yes. I would, you know what? I would have all of my jerseys, I think. I would have every team's jersey if I could.
Just in case you wanted
Just
to
in
jump
case I
ship?
wanted to go to the yeah, like Canada's not in there anymore. Where's my Argentina jersey? Where's my Egypt jersey? Where's my, I love all of the soccer gear. I think I like the shoes. I like the yeah. They're they show up dressed.
Okay,
So I would have a suitcase full of gear.
okay,
Team gear.
okay.
Oh, and sunscreen. So you seen people in the stands? They are baking their faces.
Oh, they're in the Vancouver, they need an umbrella.
Yeah, well, yeah. We did good though, I think. I think our weather did we did really well. Now it's terrible, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
So that's
okay.
right. What would you
It's
so Camino,
a
what would you have?
authentic experience.
Yeah.
Well, on the Camino, I'm extremely thankful that I did have my flip-flops. I have Archie flip-flops. They're just very basic flip-flops with an arch. And I cannot tell you, every single day, the last 5 kilometers, I did in Archie's flip-flops. And I would get a lot of comments.
What are you
What are
doing?
you doing? But it was a nice break for my feet. I feel comfortable in my flip-flops. They're amazing because they're all cut out of one piece of foam, so you don't get that rubbing sensation between your toes. Love my Archie flip-flops, but also so happy to have ba-dum-bum, my Lark water bottles.
Yeah.
So we love Miss Stella Noble, but we also love our Lark water bottles, that personal travel management. And we actually we've had them done in our little logo, right? But what Lark is, it's a Shark's Tank venture, and they have a filter that's inside. So I could go up to those little fountains that you see that come out of a moldy
Like a
lion's
person's
mouth.
head.
Yeah. And I could grab the water out of there, and I knew that I was going to be safe. So we do, some of our clients are blessed with receiving these from from us
Mhm.
agents, because we do think it's a fantastic item to travel with. And I know that I used mine the whole time while I
Mhm.
was on the El Camino. So love my
Yeah,
Lark.
for sure. I mean, it's good for any destination. Like even we're blessed with our water, but I mean, even crossing the line, the
Absolutely.
water's not great. Mexico, brush your teeth with it. Oh, so good.
And rapid fire. It's that time.
It is. Wow, here we go again.
I'll start today. Okay.
Okay, please.
Where did you have your worst car rental experience?
Miami.
Okay.
I do want to tell that story one time.
I-
Not now.
You always want to tell the story.
I do. I do. Still water or sparkling water?
Sparkling.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Best sunrise.
Oh, best sunrise. I would say Portugal,
Okay. Fair enough.
I think.
Okay.
Algarve. Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite destination? It's a long question. Favorite destination you ended up loving, but before you were going there, you didn't think you'd like it at all.
Mm, that is a tough one, hey?
Mhm.
That happens a lot.
It does. I don't want to go. Oh my God, I can't believe I have to go here. And then you're like, ooh, this is a good place.
I'm going to say Iceland.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I didn't think that I was such a nature person. Like
Right.
I was fascinated by Iceland. Anyway, that was a long answer. And your final question
Okay.
is by car or by boat?
Oh, boat, 100%.
So we're cheersing today. Our cheersing moment.
We're just going to cheers FIFA and World Cup and what it is doing to bring this world together.
Okay. And what's in your glass today?
In my glass today is, drum roll, please. Thought this was fitting. Good old Gatorade.
All right. And I'm cheersing the people on the Camino because there's definitely people out there today. So I know that it's nonstop all year round. And I'm going to cheers just simple water with my lark because I was so grateful for it. So
cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for tuning in to the Travel Because You Can podcast.
Episode 2.
And we are going to come back for more for episode 3.
But please make sure you like this, that you subscribe, that you comment, that you follow and share and
your friends and hoping to make a thing out of this.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.